Rebel, as you may know by now, is a mischievous little scamp.
Your plant guy, resting down.
Paint me blue and name me Thomas. What a mess! Ooh, Betty, the dog's done a whoopsie on the carpet. You! Oh no, you don't. You can chew at Wooden Railway all you want, but not Bachman, given their expense rate and tiny parts that can result in choking. Oh no, I'm not finished with you yet.
Any news on Mike Wazinski, sir? Unfortunately no, because apparently the Royal Victoria Hospital in Belfast is overwhelmed with the sick and injured, and also partially due to crappy Wi-Fi. Oh, not again!
You're one to talk, you big blue hippopotamus.
Why have you got your clothes off, Vic? I'm roasting hot.
Ow! Rebel! You must be really strong if you're able to knock me down like that. Hiya, wee doggy. Who's a nice wee doggy? Ah, Rebel! What you doing? Huh? Hey! Hey! That's my hat.
Well, on a positive side, this ain't the third time my hat gone missing, and the time being when Ike Broflovski stole my hat. Gordon Ramsay took Bo Duke's hat, Luke Duke's hat, Ash's hat, Stan's, Kyle and Eric's hat. Big Chris hat, second time being in winter 1985 when the winter blew my hat away after I didn't take Ash's advice about the wind, breeze blowing hats away. I got it back eventually after finding it out it was the Numberjacks who had it.
But I'm confused. If the Numberjacks are north of London and we're east of Edinburgh, how could your hat have been blown downward by such a distance? The average distance from Edinburgh to London is about 400 miles apart. Somewhere along those lines.
Well, you really know your geography, Flick, don't you?
Oh, and Sully, do you remember last Christmas Eve when we had trouble with getting home in time for Christmas and all the vehicles we used kept breaking down and the General Lee's tyre started rolling down the hill? Now that I mention that tyre, I wonder where it'll end up stopping at. Or has it? I wonder where it is now.
Oh, now that is one of those questions that just cannot be answered.
Just like a bundle of unanswerable questions regarding the hypergiant star known as Savorio de Kinji, Savorio de Skinji, Savorio Tokinsky, Savorio de Kinji.
You can run, but you can't hide, boy. Ah! Oh gosh, Luigi, I'm dreadfully sorry. I didn't even see you there. And what are you doing without your hat on?
I could ask you the same thing. I think we both know who the hat thief is.
Rebel!
Now where do you go, you think? The basement or the right or the left?
I think he went that way. Ha ha! Got you now. Now give me my hat back, or else I'll make you eat manure-smelling, overcooked wedges. You wouldn't like that, would you? You like this?
Ooh, tug of war, I see. Whoa, that's got to hurt, that. You! You've got Sir Mario's hat, but where's mine?
A few weeks later, Sporticus and the gang had an indignation meeting outside the restaurant about finding help. Then they thought of finding a new chef who would be properly educated and not lazy. The case was taken to court, and so me, Michael Rosen, and all of Hazel's employees went off to Italy, taking the Orient Express, and were able to get a chef named Jerome Chef McLaury, who proved to be very hard-working. So we took him back to London, and I also found that Hazel had seen the error of her ways, and it made a huge improvement, and that was the Cartwright's newsagent's story.
Whoa, you really do amaze me with that.
Never leave your job incomplete and call it a day.
Yep.
He's at it again.
Oh, here we go again. Good afternoon, ladies and gents. That's you people there, and I'm over here. We have got some news of a very recent incident that has happened in York. Of last night, there appears to be two faithful engines in the National Railway Museum. At last time was checked, they were faceless. A woman had almost fainted when seeing these two engines alive for the first time ever. One of those two engines was a Southern Railway Bullet Class Q1 060 number C1. The other was a Great Northern Railway Stirling single 422 number 1. We don't know how this happened, and some guy we met across the street from Crewe said they saw a face on what looked like a B12 with LNE on its tender, which seemed quite unsettling at first. But once you get to know them, they aren't that bad. And besides, Sodor, or the NWR, is flooded with engines with faces, as per the icon Thomas the Tank Engine, and everybody knows who he is, and don't seem to find a face on a blue train creepy at all. Okay, maybe some do, but regardless, we must uncover evidence on how on earth did this happen. If not, then who knows what the future may have among us.
So now two locomotives have faces now inside the National Railway Museum.
That's funny. There were no faithful engines the last time I was in this museum. Nutter Doug, would shut up.
Do excuse our intrusion, but do you mind if we sleep in those empty beds tonight?
Those empty beds, the ones meant for Ash and Mike, not at all.
What are you talking about? Ash and Mike could be back at any date.
What?
Until then, Flick, Yes, it is fine that you two sleep in those empty beds, so do as you please.
Why, thank you, Marty. You a nice doggy? Nice doggy?
And when you do get back, we'll make sure there is an extra bunk bed for you two. If you want to continue sleeping here. Oh, for goodness sake. I only woke up and already I've listened to you two loudmouths roaring on and going excuse me, you two. Are you ever going to let me talk? Oh, I guess I'll have to talk somewhere else.
Oh, Dr. Beeching, what have you done? There once were lots of trains to catch, and soon there will be none. I'd like to buy a bike, cause I can't afford a car. Oh, Dr. Beeching, what a naughty man you are.
Time for a stalking.
What is it, Rebel? Is something wrong? What? Who are you?
The name is Toffee.
Well, Toffee, is there anything suspicious about you? Is there any reason Rebel started barking at you?
I just wanted to, propose to you. You ever heard of this thing known as relationships? I had just had this thought after a dream I had last night of being in a relationship, and I thought, why not? So then I just concluded offhand, why not go have a relationship with no matter the size, it could be anyone. I even hoped you would notice me in front of that bush behind us, but you didn't. So I had no notice but to go after you and try to propose to you. Got anything to say about that? Nice doggy you've got there.
No, it's not happening, Toffee. You're quite big and I'm quite small. Big and tall and small and short don't match for relationships. It is known as which is always considered reviled. Any else smuggled into the country get a death sentence. So unless you want to come face to face with the Carter's torch, I recommend you go have relationships with someone your own size. That's for stalking me, you creep.
What an unfortunate circumstance.
Oh, the dog's gone mad.
Kill it, Rebel. Kill it.
Oh, I guess you did rip it apart.
What do we do with it now?
Just let Rebel play with his formerly one toy and now two toys.
What was that? Must be a power cut.
because I'm an Indian does not mean I'm a cricketer. I'm not open to bribes, Mr. Charles. Excuse me. I know what you mean. Yeah, that's right. My dog's like the same thing.
Come on, Raving. Come on. Come on. I was just about to...
Oh, right.
Dad, it's just that I'm...
Hey, Shane, how you doing? Mr. Fisher? Oh, come on. You don't do it anymore. On the crest, can't you? So, how's it going?
Victoria Club, the UK's largest online
What is going to happen to Rebel in that vet?
Just to get a jag that will prevent him from catching illnesses outdoors. If not done, he will have a life-threatening future. Now stay where you are, Lightning. Don't go anywhere.
Oh, don't worry, sir. I won't. I now know that Maxie ain't worth getting into a fight with. He just needs to get a life of his own.
Let's get this thing done to Rebel.
I hope you're not going to put him to sleep.
Put him to sleep? No, never. That would only be the case if he was going to get an operation. He's not here for that. He's here for a bit of experimentation.
Experiment? What are you talking about?
Just wait and see. It will take about 10 minutes.
Good luck. After his jags, the experiment.
What did you do to him?
Talk to them, Rebel.
Woof, woof. I'm a wee doggy. Are you happy to see me?
Well, yes. But how on earth did you start talking like that?
Veterinarian, what did you do to him? Or, looking deeper into that, I have a total of 3 questions. Question 1. What made him talk? Question 2. Why is he talking? And 3. How is he talking?
The answer to your question is simple. I put a bowl of fizzy water on the table for Rebel to look out of it. And then after 5 minutes passed, he started to feel funny, and then he started talking.
Well, if it's been done to Rebel, do you think the same can be done with Ike and Gromit?
And if you want to change him back to barking, you just need fizzy water of your own. If he is barking, he would just need to drink one bowl of fizzy water, and then he'll be talking after he takes one bowl of fizzy water full while he's talking, and then he will be back to barking.
I must say, this is pure genius. Gentlemen, there is someone I would like you to meet.
Someone for us to meet? And who might that be, I wonder?
And that very person is the new edition of Rebel.
Play with me, play with me.
He can talk?
I have to say, how in the name of 98462 and 87546 did that happen?
How in the name of who and who?
It was done with a touch of fizzy water. He drinks it, and after drinking a whole bowlful of it, he has transformed from a barker to a talker. Do the same and transforms again from a talker back to a barker. It's that simple.
Well, do you think it's possible to be done with Iker Gromit?
I had the same question.
Where on earth is Gordon Ramsay? He's been gone all night. Oh, great. Don't tell me he went missing to North Korea again. Settle down, you two. Maybe he got stuck in traffic.
Sorry, I was gone all night. I got stuck in traffic at Stirling. There was a power cut and ceased all nights, so I got stuck in the dark over at Granton. I was hoping to get to Edinburgh Waverley, but because there was a power cut, there were no lights, and I found myself in Stirling. I had to wait 3 hours for the power cut to end.
Play with me, play with me.
What? You can talk?
Why, yes, I can.
Following Woody's and Isabella's questions, Ike and Gromit would be next in line to receive the effects of fizzy water and end up talking. And following the incident with Isabella and Toffee at Polson Park, Michael Caine had told the police Toffee was sentenced to 15 years in prison, 10 for stalking and 5 for attempted. If he had gone any further with it, his punishment would be getting his eyeballs scooped out with an ice cream scooper and saved to be put on breakfast toast. It may sound disturbing, but it's what you get if your actions prove you are not above the law.
It has come to my attention that they are about to set off with the Blue Crane clone. But while that is going on, I shall have a scowling talk with Zurg and Robbie Rotten. You two, you are caught.
What do you mean we were caught?
Don't you dare play dumb with me, you dummy. The TV reports of Martin McFly reporting outside of the destroyed Edinburgh Royal Infirmary. Those explosives you two put underneath the building 5 years ago were likely not the cause of the blast. So answer me my question and answer it well. What were the explosives set to explode until?
If I can recall correctly, it was set 8 years, so it would explode in 1990.
You idiots! That is too long to wait.
Sorry.
Sorry, is it going to settle this? For a punishment, you, Robbie Rotten, is going to be postponed from crimination until I trust you to be responsible, reliable and proper evil again. And as for you, Zurg, you and your mate, Utility Belt Buzz, will be sentenced to numeration.
What do you mean I'm being numbered?
You, Zurg, shall be referred to by 98462 from now on.
Wait, isn't that the number of...
Shut it!
The upcoming instalment takes us to Ireland, where Bob the Builder is in Bobsville in the north, and some talking blue crane shall get some time in the limelight.